Please, a warm welcome for our next comic, Mr. Justin Brownstill. Let him hear it.
All right. You guys are all here to see comedy. Bruce, it looks like you're on vacation.
I am.
Yeah. You're like heading down to the beach. You just thought you'd go see some comedy. I've been admiring your necklace all night. Yeah. What is it? Can I ask?
Which one?
I didn't realize there were multiple. Yeah. Let's start with the top one. The gold one. A Medusa and a Chimera. Ex-girlfriends.
Yes.
All right. I like it. I like this whole table. Is so diverse. You know. It's like you guys are like a community college brochure. What I love about LA. I actually, you guys heard of 23andMe?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, person at work who I told to do 23andMe. 23andMe is this thing where you spit in a cup and then it gets better. You mail it in and they give you this insane amount of genetic information. They give you your health stuff, your ethnic background. Mine came back 100% Chinese. I'm just kidding. It actually came back 99.9% Jewish. That's true. I know you guys are thinking, you're like, you could have just sent in a picture. But the amazing thing about 99.9%, I mean, just to explain, like, I have friends who did it and they're like 94, 95, 99.9, that means no one got raped ever. That used to happen all the time in the old country. They'd come home, they'd be like, I tilled the wheat, I churned the butter, I got raped by a Viking. That's what happened. This is a true fact. This is true. Russia, as you may or may not know, is above China and Mongolia, but Russians are white. Why is that? All of Russia, that whole part of the continent, raped, pillaged by Vikings. It's true. Everyone, apparently, except my ancestors in Russia. It means they must have been horrifically ugly. I think the Vikings came to town and they were like, we will murder, we will pillage, we will We're good here, actually. We got something with the Mongolians, it's a buffet thing. You guys are good. So 23andMe, it's awesome. It's really cool, but the problem is it also tells you things that you don't want to know. My fiance is here, and thank you. She did it too, and it came back, also a true fact, that we are related. Yeah, and the worst part about being related to the future mother of my children is that she wasn't bothered by it at all. I was like, you get mad when I don't take out the trash. You're not worried about the fact that our sons may have 3 testicles? Here's a true quote. She said, it says we're distant cousins. It's like, I think you're focused too much on the distant part, not enough on the cousin issue. I'm going to do a Joel impression now. I had a great line during the rape-itch thing. The Vikings come to town, and they decide not to rape, and my ancestors are like, you sure you're not interested? Robots. I'm working on my transitions, Bruce. Robots. I feel like in every movie, robots always achieve self-thought and then they want to take over the world. And I think that's really unfair. You know, humans grow up, they achieve self-thought, they become chefs or they become artists. You know, why is it that robots always, like, their first thought is to take over the world? I think that's very judgmental. I think that's mean. I think maybe that's why they want to take over the world. I'll get back to my stand-up now. So anyway, so my fiance is here, and I mentioned her. She really wants to take engagement photos. And anyone here has been forced, had the privilege to do that. And I feel like it's completely unnecessary because she makes the same pose in every photo she's ever taken. Like, I call it sorority pose because every single one of her friends does this. It's every photo on Facebook she's doing this. Hip out, skinny arm to the side, tilt head, sorority pose. Like, it doesn't matter where they are. It's like, you know, graduation from college, sorority pose. You know, just murdered hookers and DJs, sorority pose. It's good stuff. I was talking about the community college stuff earlier. I actually, I feel like, you know, I'm a pretty progressive guy, really bothered by racism. I was on a date once, and the woman did this thing that white people always do before they say something racist, which is the look around plus the whisper. She was like, so I was walking down the street, and I saw this black guy. I was like, great, now everyone here knows you just said something racist. Really wish we weren't in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I think I'm sensitive to it because my dad's actually from Inglewood, which is it's a true story, but it used to be like all white Jews, and then it changed, but he doesn't admit that or know that. Like, he wore a varsity Inglewood jacket to my high school football game, which is crazy because Jews shouldn't have varsity football jackets. And sometimes I'll just get really angry, you know, he'll just be like, this ain't how we do it in Inglewood, son. I have to be like, Dad, we're at synagogue. The rabbi can hear you. You guys excited about the new Batman vs. Superman trailer? Did you guys see that? No, you're not that excited. I'm excited. And, you know, just because it's important to me doesn't mean it has to be important to you. Bruce, you're on the page with me, right? Absolutely. I feel like we just made a play date. Side note, I'm riffing now. I don't know why you can't have play dates once you're past the age of 8, right? Like, is that weird? Like, I can't go to someone in my office who I want to be friends with and be like, let's have a play date this weekend, you know? Get fired. Here's the thing. I'm like the opposite of you. I'm very passionate about Batman and Superman. You should probably tell as soon as I walked up here. I hate that everyone's always like, Batman's so realistic, you know? Superman's ridiculous. Batman's just this guy. He's got this costume. It's like a terrible costume. I feel like it's complete. First of all, I wear glasses 99% of the time. It's Superman's costume. You know what happens when I don't wear glasses? No one recognizes me. People come up to me and they literally say, I didn't recognize you without your glasses. It's a direct quote. Batman, people are like, I forget my Batman part. Let me get to the Batman part I want to joke about. This part's good. We'll see how you feel. I don't want to make the decision for you. The thing about Batman that bothers me is he's a billionaire, right? He owns half the city, you know? And his first thought for how I can help Gotham is with his fists. I feel like if I were a billionaire, I'd get to living wage before I got to hand-to-hand combat. I feel like he's at the board meeting at Wayne Enterprises, and he's like, we have to do something for this city. And they're like, well, we could build more hospitals. The other board member's like, we could put more police on the streets. And Bruce Wayne's like, do we have any armored bat-shaped planes? They're like, are you Batman? And he's like, no. Throws me on a zip cord. I'm going to zip cord out of here. Thank you, everyone.